Hi, Michael. Hi, Ernesto. Namaskaram. The question says, is it possible to love attending to ourselves properly if we do not have a deep love for other beings, children, partners, friends? Is it possible to love I am without feeling a strong love on the human level for partners, friends, family members in the first place?
The more we love to be self-attentive, the more our love for self-attentiveness will reflect in our behavior as love for others, love and caring and compassion for others. So yes, the more we have love to be as we actually are, the more outwardly that love will be displayed in our behavior towards others. And the purer our love, that is what most people call love, is attachment. We are attached to those close to us, to our family, to our husband or wife, or our parents, or our children, or whoever we consider as close to us. We're attached to them, and we take that attachment to be love. But the love becomes purer the more we love to attend to ourselves, the more we are freed from attachment. So our love for others becomes an unselfish love, a love without attachments, without expectations. So actually, in a certain sense, our love for others will increase, but love not in the sense of attachment, our love in the very deepest sense of the word. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of sense, of course. Yeah, it's true, because there are so many. Love is that like defining love in a worldly sense, no?
Yes.
Couples, between friends, family members, and so on. It's like each one has the wrong understanding of this is love. This is love. Love is, and it's true, but more genuine love, even in a human sense, no?
Yeah. True love is totally unselfish. To the extent that love is tainted with selfishness, it is an impure love. Pure love is wholly unselfish. Giving oneself wholly, that is the very purest form of love, is complete surrender. So we can have pure love only for God, because God alone is our own self, and we can give ourselves only to ourselves. So the love that we have for others will always be imperfect. We can never have perfect love for others. We can have perfect love only for ourselves as we actually are. And what we actually are, that is what is called God or Guru or whatever. So that alone, we cannot give ourselves wholly to any other person. We can give ourselves wholly only to God, that is to our own real nature, because giving ourselves wholly means the complete dissolution of ego. Where is ego going to dissolve? Only in God, only in that pure awareness I am.
And that because as Bhagavan says in Nanyal, yeah, that's the only happiness is the source of love, right?
Yes,
because we ourselves are happiness, so we can only give ourselves to God.
Yeah, that is, so long as we have love for others, our love is divided. We have greater love, as Bhagavan, the greater love we always have for ourselves. So whatever love we have for others can only be a partial love. We can have complete love. If we want to experience love in its fullness, it has to be Ananya Bhakti, Ananya Ambu. Bhagavan uses a beautiful term in the final verse of Arunacha Pancharatnam. Anya Mil Ambu, that is love for not another, love without any otherness. So the purest love is the love for ourselves as we actually are. When we love for ourselves as we actually are, then there are no others. That is the purest love.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, love." They love always. That is some theologians, particularly Christian and other theologians of Abrahamic religions. They say love is always for another. So God always has to be other. Even some of the bhakti traditions in India believe that. True love is only love for the other. But according to Bhagavan, the purest love is only the self-love. Because we all naturally have love for ourselves. We cannot avoid having love for ourselves. It's our very nature to have love for ourselves. So long as we see another, we have limited ourselves. So we have love for this little person, Michael, and also I love God. So whatever love we have for anything other than ourselves, even if it's God, so long as we take God to be other than ourselves, it is imperfect. But perfect love, the greatest love, is to lose ourselves in ourselves and see no other. Only in that state where we see no other, that is the state of pure love. That is the love that is God himself.
Yes, because when we speak about love for others, it's a contradiction in its own terms, really, because if you conceive yourself as a body and you say that you love others that you see as a body,
yes,
the love
exactly.
is impossible in this transaction. Transaction is a business, no? What I need about.
We can't say wholly that. I mean, even in human relationships, there can be a great degree of genuine love. That is, many people, for example, happily married couples or whatever, they genuinely love each other. But that love is though it is a genuine love, it's a very imperfect compared to the pure love. The purest love is only self-love. Self-love in which self is not limited to this person, right? In which self is love for ourselves as we actually are. And what we actually are, for what we actually are, there are no others.
But when, for example, when we can say that it's not perfect, like the love of ourself in the self-attentiveness, when your wife or when your husband or when your son having a good and pure intention respect to you, no? But in these cases, it's because the ego subsides in this relationship, no?
Yes.
When you don't try to obtain anything, no? Of the other, because your very really and honest purpose is to be a space for him or for her, for what needs in this moment, and there is no intention, secret intention or explicit intention about what you want, no? At the end, it's not perfect, but is the most similar, no? In this relative world, no?
Yes, and Bhagavan in Akshram and other places, Bhagavan talks about the love of a mother. But the greatest love is the love of a mother. That is the greatest love in the mundane world is the love that a mother has for a child. Because the mother isn't expecting anything from the child. She gives her love wholly to the child. So he uses that as an analogy and saying your love is even, he addresses Arunachal, Indridam annail peridaral purivo, one whose love is greater than a mother. Greater than Indridam annail means the mother who bore one's own birth mother.
And for this reason, sometimes when some sons or daughters respect his or her mothers, no?
Yes.
Don't see what too many people have this expectation of this real love, and seeing his mother or her mother's the opposite, no? It's very, very, very big frustration for some people when when they feel that, no? Because we don't think how a mother can expect for you or manipulate or similar.
Yeah.
It's contrasense, no?
Yeah.
No, especially with expectations is going to be frustrating for someone. I mean,
Yeah. There are cases of that is once the children grow up, often the parents are having unreasonable expectations of the children, and often children have unreasonable expectations of parents. So human love is always imperfect. It's always, but so if we want to experience love in its purity is our own real nature. So we can experience the purest of pure loves only by knowing ourselves as we actually are. For that, we need to turn within. And that is why the more we are practicing this path of self-investigation, the more we are attending to ourselves, the more we are immersing ourselves in that pure love that we actually are. That is why anyone who is genuinely following this path, they will be naturally loving in their behavior towards others.